What's poppin', gamers? Today, we do something a little bit controversial. Something a little bit spicy. This account is not exactly a stranger to accidentally breaking the rules, but we've never done it intentionally. But today, we're intentionally breaking a rule. Or coming dangerously close to breaking one anyway. This is my Champion Scroll Only Ironman. The only thing it's allowed to do is kill monsters that drop Champion Scrolls. Last time, we got the Imp Champion Scroll. And as I've been saying, today we probably violate the integrity of everything Big Champy stands for.
These are the rules of this account.
The two rules in question today are allowed to use materials that monsters drop and no quests. I present to you Imp Catcher, a quest that we basically passively completed last episode while killing imps to get the Imp Champion Scroll. In doing that, we got the beads required to complete Imp Catcher, and that's the entire quest. It's more of a barter than a quest, to be honest, and since we're allowed to use materials dropped by monsters, we're going to trade these beads in order to complete Imp Catcher.
And thus we followed the rules, but also kind of broken them.
We're using the items we got from defeating Champion Scroll monsters, but we're also completing a quest. It's a perfect storm of gray area. This is the true nature of this kind of account. Well, for better or for worse, the deed is done. Get mad if you want, I guess, but it'll be so nice to have this Amulet of Accuracy instead of the brass necklace. Don't get me wrong, brass necklace is gangster as all AF, but just look at this amulet. Absolutely insane. And in addition to looking amazing, it gives +4 accuracy to all attack types, so it's not even useless. Alright, little bit of RuneScape trivia for you. If you have not completed Cook's Assistant and can therefore not use the cooking range in the Lumbridge Castle, where's the next closest cooking range? Alright, if you guessed the upstairs of the general store, then you're either crazy or you cheated. Has anyone ever even been up here? I had no idea there was a place to cook in here. But yep, here we are. And just like that, we're already making insane progress. These are the chickens from killing imps that we're finally getting to cook. I was originally going to go through and cook all of the dough, like grind all this grain, make it into bread dough, then cook that. But I'm a little bit spooked to do it because this chicken actually didn't give me very many levels, and I figured I'd have a lot more by now. A lot more bread and chicken and stuff, because I didn't think I'd get the Champion Scroll so early. So I might just hang on to the dough and just kind of see what happens. I don't really think there's anything else that we end up cooking later on, but I could be mistaken. So we're just kind of hold on to this stuff, maybe cook later on when we actually need it. Alright, it's time to put away this chicken and get to work, I guess. Had enough fun for now. Need to get back to that endless grind. Next we're going to go after hobgoblins. They're about the next hardest thing after giants. They're actually about the same difficulty as maybe hill giants, supposedly. I guess we're going to find out, but after that everything gets more difficult, so either have to go back to prayer flicking, or I might end up training defense depending on how long we get to stay at hobgoblins. I was looking around at different places to fight these guys, and as far as I can tell, the best place is going to be north of the Hosidius farm on Zaya, just because there's a bank chest so close. I didn't even know there were hobgoblins here before, so nice. I hope there's enough spawns to keep me busy. And as per tradition, I will make the assertion that this first monster will drop the Champion Scroll. Mark my words. Now we build the suspense. Okay, whatever, not this time. Fine. Next time. Seriously, one of these, we're gonna get the first kill Champion Scroll. But, I guess not this day. Not this day. Alright, basically back to the same old rigmarole as the imps, but we're gonna put on our armor. We already got hit in that first kill, and that bodes poorly for me. I Hate prayer flicking. So let's get the armor out, and okay, that's all we have. I forgot how depressing the defense is on this character. Well, here we go. Like I said, this is basically going to be the same process as killing imps. Going to be using curse to use up all my body runes and level up magic while I have them. Then I might move on to alternating prayer flicking and burying bones and stuff. See how much I actually need to regenerate my HP. I don't think it'll be too bad, but we'll probably still have to sit around sometimes if I get lazy with the prayer flicking. The fabled limpwort root. This is kind of that sad hindsight item that would have been useful while we were killing moss giants. The limpwort root combined with the cadaver berries could have been used at the apothecary to get antipoisons. Then I probably would have felt more safe using the moss giant keys to kill the moss giant boss, Bryophyta. Having the antipoisons would have made that fight a lot more doable. I don't know, it's still kind of sketch on if it would have been even possible with my gear, but probably would have attempted it if I had these earlier. I mean, we'll see what happens later on. I don't think we'll be able to use these, but anyway, here we are. We get to lament about it a little bit. Oh, the bronze spear. That's actually kind of nostalgic. That was my original weapon. After killing goblins for a little while with my fists, I got the bronze spear. That's full circle. I guess I'm killing hobgoblins. It's basically goblins. I don't know. Oh, there's another tooth half of key. We already have a tooth half of key, and we are actually missing the loop. So we've got 2 duplicates of this now, just waiting for some more loop. Then we can have some more attempts at the crystal chest. I guess I could add some perspective. These loop half and tooth half of key pieces are actually 1 in 8,192 chance for hobgoblins. I think it was slightly higher when I was killing moss giants, but you know, it's pretty low chance. So that we got one is kind of interesting. It'd be nice if we got some more, but yeah, it's pretty rare. It's pretty nice drop. The Steel Longsword. This is the best defensive item the hobgoblins drop, so we definitely won't be seeing any upgrades here. Oh, it's just a Ranar seed. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. I saw the valuable drop in the chat box, and you'd have the text above the item like, whoa! But it's just a Ranar seed. So we won't be able to use this, but it's interesting to get something that's actually valuable in the normal game, I guess. .33 magic. So why does 33 magic get more fanfare than the rest of these level ups? Because it unlocks telekinetic grab. Allow me to explain. This account is actually soft locked, meaning it's actually impossible under the current rule set to complete the goal of getting the champion cape. This is because one of the final champions actually requires us to use ranged, but we have no way of training ranged at all. Originally, I thought we would get enough smithing supplies to make knives of some variety, but I was young, stupid, and naive. We're only at level 2 smithing, and we have only 11 bronze bars to our name to work with, so we can't really make anything useful. So this is where telekinetic grab comes into play. If we let telekinetic grab unlock ground spawns around the world, then we can pick up a few useful items such as the short bow. But hold your horses. If we just straight up unlock ground spawns, we would stand there all day picking up items with the 400 or so law runes that we've collected so far, and that does not sound very Big Champy at all. Big Champy would not waste time grinding telekinetic grabs instead of trying to achieve his champion cape goal. So we're going to be banning all skilling and consumable items. So basically, I can use the telekinetic grab to get a short bow and a few gear items, but stuff like jugs of water, grain, bronze bars, arrows, etc., basically items that get consumed or used, that's all banned. And so we've arrived at our first insane upgrade. Just sitting right there in the Dwarven Mines under Foundor is a bronze plate body. For this entire account, we've never had a chest or body slot item. It's been empty the entire time, and it's been driving me absolutely insane. No bonus stats in that slot this whole time. And here we are. Just look at it. I am speechless. Next we're going for the short bow, which is definitely way more important than the bronze chainmail. Actually, the bronze chainmail is probably mostly useless, but I've just been like so annoyed not having a chest slot item this entire time, so the rest of these are not going to have nearly as much of an impact for me as the bronze chainmail. It's definitely a game changer. And anyway, here we are, Taverley, second story of this building. There's the short bow. Now the rest of these are basically bonus, but they're pretty much needed. We don't really want to be wearing the bronze chainmail while using the short bow anyway, since it'll give us a negative accuracy bonus. So over here in Varrock we have the leather body. Then we just have to fill in the rest of our empty slots, finally. Over here in Lumbridge we get the leather boots. And just south of Lumbridge in the swamp, there are the leather gloves. Like I was saying, I hated not having anything in the chest slot, and the gloves and boots slot were also driving me insane, so this is quite therapeutic, to be honest. And with that little reprieve from the grind, it's time to go back to our hobgoblins and finish things. Or really, I'm still just getting started. We'll probably be here for a long time. We're back and we're ready. This is our gear setup for ranged. We have the steel med helm, leather body, we have the new leather boots and leather gloves, and our short bow. Luckily we can use iron arrows. If we had to use bronze arrows with this bow, we would be doomed because we only have like 80 of those. But luckily we have quite a few iron arrows saved up, so we should be good. I have no idea how hard it's going to be to actually hit these hobgoblins, so yeah, this looks pretty dire. This looks bad. So at this point, I just started trying to learn how to prayer flick all over again because I'm so bad at it. And I've never prayer flicked with ranged before. So I was trying to get the cadence down and I couldn't. I'll get it. I'll get it. Just don't worry about it, alright? I'm also starting to realize that it's going to take a very long time to kill even one hobgoblin and to level up. And I don't know how much better it's going to get, to be honest, so this is probably going to make the hobgoblin grind way longer. The original plan was to get telekinetic grab while killing imps and then use it on imps since they have lower defense, and that would have been nice, but obviously the imp champion scroll dropped pretty quickly, so, and now we have to suffer through this. Hopefully things start to speed up after a few levels, but this is going to be interesting.